Hello everyone, welcome to the Dub Pen. This is your match reaction for Bulldogs 18, Warriors 6. Massive win, great win for us, great win for our top 8 hopes. A big game tonight, Broncos versus Cowboys, which is about to start. Big game for us. We need Broncos to win by quite a bit. Even if you hate the Broncos, put the hatred aside because that game is massive. We could be in 8th by the end of this round, depending on that. But focusing on that game, a brilliant performance all around from defense to attack, coaching. Everything was brilliant. Everyone was brilliant. There was not a single person that played bad in that game that had an off night. Everyone was brilliant. Some standout performance for me was Winnacama, Burton. Burton really did play well. Up until the last 10 minutes of the game, Winnacama was my clear man of the match. And then Burton really started to getting into my mind because he was already having a brilliant game. In that last 10 minutes, he just put it up a level. I thought Crichton played really well again. Galvin played really well as he was fair, and I'll talk about that later on. Kickout and Preston showed how important they were coming back into the team. Obviously, I know they've been in for a couple of weeks, but they really showed it today. Yeah, some great performances out there all around. The whole team was brilliant, but that was Tawala actually. That's another one that I'll shout out. Brilliant, brilliant game, brilliant performance all around. Get in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. What are your thoughts on the game? I thought the defense today was brilliant. I'm a little bit annoyed that we let in that last shot. I was hoping to keep a clean sheet, to keep him to none, but ultimately that performance was brilliant. Attack was brilliant. The other thing I'd like us to touch up on in the coming weeks is our penalties. We still gave away a lot of penalties today. We're still a little bit ill-disciplined. We just gotta fix up that discipline a little bit, and we'll be sweet. That's the only flaw of our game today for me. It's a minor one. It's just something I think we can work on improving over the next few weeks. Is just not giving away as many penalties, because that was a massive problem against the Raiders, and it didn't end up being a huge problem tonight, but that may well be a problem next week against Storm, or the week after against the Broncos we play, whoever we play. I think that's one thing we got to work on, but I'm not going to focus on negatives. The positives in that game that are plentiful. Honestly, I think that's one of our best. I think that's our best performance since. I didn't get to watch Titans, so I just want to clarify that. It's the best performance I've seen us play since Panthers. Absolutely brilliant. Warriors did have an off night, but part of the reason they had an off night was because of how good we were. The defense was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Burton's defense today was brilliant. Tracy's defense brilliant. Minnakama, Tawala, the whole backline were brilliant in defense today. These are the sort of performances that can get us far. Like, if we play like this every week, we can beat anyone. I mean anyone. We just beat Warriors, who were sitting second. And I know they haven't been doing quite as well as they were at the start of the season, but they are top 2 for a reason. They've been really good most of the season, and we did the same against the Panthers. Look at the Panthers game. Even Titans, they've been on a good run. They've been in good form when we played them, and we played really well. We can beat anyone on our day. We can give us Roosters at their best, give us Panthers at their best, give us whoever at their best. We can beat anyone. This is why I said a couple of weeks ago when we beat the Titans, I said we can push on to make a finals run. and we can go deep in finals easily. But just hopefully we can keep this up. The problem is we beat Titans and then we go and lose to Raiders the next week. Now we've won 6 of our last 8 games now. That is good form. We can only probably afford to lose 1 game from now to the end of the season. If we win every game, I think that guarantees us top 8. If we only lose 1, I think hopefully that will be alright. But we just got to keep putting in performances like that to the end of the season, and we really can do anything in finals. And I'm not going to go saying we're going to go win it, but performances like that shows the team we were at the first half of last season. That game really did remind me of the first half of last season. Really gritty in defence, really brilliant, holding out attacks and then, scoring a few tries to put the game to bed. It was absolutely brilliant. It took me right back to the first half of 2025. Fantastic. We need more of that. Brilliant. That is one of our best performances of the season, one of our best games of the season. Get in the comments, let me know who you think was the man of the match. My man of the match, I'm still going to give it to Vinakama, but I think Burton played really well today in that centre role. I think that's the best he's played in the centre role. He was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. As I said, a shout out to Tawala as well. I thought he played really well. Kikau and Preston coming back into the team, really firing as well. Crichton and Galvin in the halves, I thought played really well. Even Salmon, who not much of the fan base really rates Salmon, I thought he had a really good game as well. It's what I mean. The whole team had a great game. We need more of that. We do need more of that. I want to focus a little bit on Crichton and Galvin quickly before I end the video. Again today, like against Titans, we have Crichton taking more of the longer kicks and getting on the ball a lot more. And Galvin, it frees up Galvin to do what he wants. He doesn't have the pressure of trying to lead the play and trying to... I've always said this. I've said this since the inception of his channel about a month and a half ago, whenever it was. I've always said Galvin, if he gets relieved of his duties, that sounds wrong. Like relieved of some of his duties of having to do everything, having to run the play, I think he's a fucking brilliant player. And again, today proves it. Games like today and games like Titans and games like back to Panthers, Burton, that game, had a brilliant game. It's so much evidence of it now. We just need our 6 to be playing brilliantly, and we're really good off, and Galvin's better off. So really happy with that. Let me know in the comments what are your thoughts. Thank you for watching. Till the next one, I'm out. Peace.